Kenyan communities, over 7,000 displaced. And on Sport News today, all eyes on Rabat as Africa's football kings and queens await CAF's biggest night. Here is the news in detail, starting with national stories. The Nigerian Universities Ranking Advisory Committee is currently planning to conduct a nationwide ranking of Nigerian universities by October 2026. The chairman of the committee and former executive secretary of the National Universities Commission, Emeritus Professor Peter Okebukola, made this known in an interview with newsmen in Abuja on Wednesday. Recall that Times recently released a ranking of universities globally. The ranking used 18 carefully calibrated performance indicators to provide a comprehensive and balanced comparison, trusted by students, academics, university leaders, industry, and government in ranking universities within its World University Ranking Scheme. The Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare has recognized Sokoto, Jigawa, Zamfara, Taraba, Delta, Plateau, and the Federal Capital Territory as the top performers in implementing key resolutions from the 2024 National Council on Health. This was disclosed by the Ministry's Director of Health Planning, Research and Statistics, Camille Shuretire, on Wednesday, while presenting the implementation status report during the ongoing 66th NCH meeting in Calabar, themed My Health, My Right, Accelerating Universal Health Coverage Through Equity, Resilience, and Innovation. The NCH meeting brings together stakeholders to assess and advance health policies across the country. The NCH is a high-level governance body responsible for formulating, coordinating, and implementing health policies and programs in Nigeria. In another story, Oyo State Mobilization Agency for Socio-Economic Development has appealed to protesting residents on the Rashidi Ladoja Circular Road corridor to embrace dialogue to address the raging issue. The Director General of the agency, Dr. Maron Kola Thomas, appealed in a statement on Tuesday. Residents of the Circular Road project have embarked on no fewer than 7 days of protests across Ibadan to press home their demand for the Governor Seyi Makinde-led administration to reverse the intention to set aside 500 meters right and left as the road setback. The protesting residents demand that the setback should not exceed 75 meters on both sides of the road. Thank you for staying tuned. Newsline returns shortly. Stay with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
It starts with a beat, born in the belly of the drum, echoing through. So plug in every Saturday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. on Melody 100.7 FM for the best of Africa. African readings with the African touring master, Big Daddy Kenneth Graham. Africa, feel the reading.
Welcome back. You've been listening to Newsline and Melody 100.7 FM. Many thanks for staying with us. The news continues and straight to business story. President Bola Tinubu has said that the federal government trade reforms, including the exchange rate unification, fuel subsidy removal, and port modernization, among others, were designed to create a trade-friendly environment that could compete globally and power Nigeria's continental ambitions. This is even as the president charged African nations to dismantle inefficient borders modernize their customs systems, and commit to a unified trade architecture capable of reshaping the continent's economic future. In a statement on Tuesday by the National Public Relations Officer of the Nigeria Customs Service, Abdullahi Mewada, the president stated this on Monday while declaring open the Maiden Customs Partnership for African Cooperation in Trade Summit held at the State House, Abuja. Tinubu, who was represented at the event by the Vice President Kashim Shettima, said Africa's prosperity depends on deliberate reforms that convert its large market and population into a functional economic bloc. And on the foreign scene, the tourist boats that normally ply Kenya's famed Lake Naivasha have had a different tax in recent weeks, evacuating hundreds of flooded homes. Although the lake's level has been rising for more than a decade and has repeatedly breached its banks, locals in the modest district of Kihoto are still astonished by the scale this year. Rose Alero, one of the residents, said it hasn't happened like this before. One of the local officials also said that Rift Valley Lake has traveled up to 1.5 kilometers inland, which is an unprecedented distance. Finally, on Sports News today, the race for Africa's football highest individual honor reaches its climax today in Rabat, Morocco, as the CAF Player of the Year Awards takes center stage. Football fans across the continent eagerly await the outcome, with Nigeria's Victor Osimhen, Egypt's Mohamed Salah, and Morocco's Achraf Hakimi headlining the men's category. This year's ceremony, honoring performances from January 6 to October 15, 2025, also features strong Nigerian representation on the women's side, with Super Falcons captain Rasheedat Ajibade and goalkeeper Chiamaka Nnadozie vying for top accolades. As anticipation builds, the finalists' impressive club and national team achievements set the stage for a fiercely contested night in Rabat. Before we end Newsline, here is a recap of the highlights. Committee eyes October 2026 for Nigerian universities ranking. Sokoto, Delta, others lead in implementing national health sector resolutions. Oyo urges secular road protesters to embrace dialogue. And on the foreign scene, floods devastate Kenya communities, over 7,000 displaced. And finally, on Sport News today, we told you that all eyes on Rabat as Africa's football kings and queens await CAF's biggest night. We've come to the end of Newsline and Melody 100.7 FM. Kindly join us on our social media platforms for more news stories and excellent programming. Newsline was compiled and produced by Kudirat Hakim Apampa and Popola Egunfemi. Edited by Eyitayo Olushola. I am Elizabeth Awoku. Please stay tuned for the Yoruba version of the news shortly. Good afternoon and many thanks for listening.
Melody 100.7 FM Ibadan. Stay cool with Melody.
Àwa làrà tí gbénú ọmọ alára dábírà.
Ìkànnì Melody 100.7 FM àwa gangan lára.
Ìròyìn ní ìkànnì Melody 100.7 FM Ìbàdàn.
Ẹ káàsán, Àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn la mú wá sí etí ìgbọ̀nyín láti ìkànnì Melody 100.7 FM Ìbàdàn. Ọlábísí Ọládìméjì ńlọníròyìn yín. Ṣáájú ẹ gbọ́ kókó tó wà nínú ìròyìn. Àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ ti mú oṣù kẹwàá ọdún 2026 fún ìgbéléwọ̀n àwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà. Ìpínlẹ̀ Sokoto, Delta àti àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ tó kù léwájú nínú àtúnṣe ẹ̀ka ètò ìlera. Àjọ tó mójútó ìdàgbàsókè ètò ọrọ̀ ajé ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ rọ àwọn olùfẹ̀hónúhàn lórí Circular Road pé kí wọ́n bá ìjọba sọ̀rọ̀. Àgbàrá ba àwọn agbègbè jẹ́ nílẹ̀ Kẹ́ńyà. Ìròyìn ọ̀hún rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ tí wọ́n ń ṣe ìgbéléwọ̀n ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga fásitì wọ́n ń gbèrò láti ṣe ìgbéléwọ̀n fásitì nínú oṣù kẹwàá ọdún 2026. Alága fún àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ ọ̀hún tó tún jẹ́ akọ̀wé nígbà kan rí fún àjọ NUC Emeritus Professor Peter Okebukola ló sọ eléyìí di mímọ̀ fún àwọn oníròyìn nílùú Àbújá ní ọjọ́rú Wednesday. Ní àìpẹ́ yìí ní Time ṣe ìgbéléwọ̀n àwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga fásitì lágbàáyé. Ìgbéléwọ̀n yìí ni wọ́n lo àwọn àmúyẹ 18 láti rí dájú pé òṣùwọ̀n ọ̀hún kún láàrin àwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga, akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àti àwọn iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ń ṣe nílé ẹ̀kọ́ náà. Ilé-iṣẹ́ ìjọba tó mójútó ètò ìlera ti rí ìpínlẹ̀ Jigawa, Zamfara, Taraba, Delta, Plateau àti ìlú Àbújá gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn tí wọ́n ń gbìyànjú tó kún láti ìgbìmọ̀ tó mójútó ètò ìlera ti ọdún 2024. Èyí ló wà nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tí adarí ètò ìlera Kamil Shoretire fi síta ní ọjọ́rú Wednesday nígbà tí ó ń ṣe àfihàn bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ ní ẹ̀ka ètò ìlera níbi ìpàdé tí wọ́n ṣe ní Calabar. Níbẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀tọ́ tí èèyàn ní lórí ìlera. Ìpàdé NCH òun ló mú àwọn òjìmì ní àwọn ẹ̀ka ilé-iṣẹ́ ìjọba papọ̀ wá tí wọ́n sì ṣe àtúngbéyẹ̀wò ọ̀rọ̀ ìlera lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà. Said Oyo State Mobilization Agency for Socio-Economic Development wọ́n ti rawọ́ ẹ̀bẹ̀ sí àwọn olùfẹ̀hónúhàn lórí Rashidi Ládọjà Circular Road pé kí wọ́n gbìyànjú láti bá ìjọba sọ̀rọ̀ láti yanjú ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí. Adarí àjọ ọ̀hún Dókítà Moronkola Thomas ló sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún nínú àtẹ̀jáde tó fi síta ní ọjọ́ Ìṣẹ́gun. Àwọn olùgbé ní agbègbè Circular Road tí wọ́n gùn lé ìfẹ̀hónúhàn jákèjádò ìlú Ìbàdàn láti béèrè àwọn ohun tí wọ́n fẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gómìnà Ṣèyí Mákindé. Àwọn olùfẹ̀hónúhàn ọ̀hún ni wọ́n béèrè pé àkànṣe iṣẹ́ ọ̀hún wọn ni kò gbọdọ̀ kọjá mítà 75. Àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn òun náà lẹ́ ń gbọ́ yìí níkànnì Melody 100.7 FM Ìbàdàn.
Ṣé wọ́n ní àjíṣe bí Ọ̀yọ́ la rí? Ọ̀yọ́ ò ní ṣe bí bàbá ẹnikẹ́ni. Ọ̀rọ̀ Ọ̀yọ́.
Aṣíwájú ni wá, aṣíwájú ni wá, aṣíwájú ni wá, aṣíwájú ni wá. Ipò aṣíwájú l'Ẹlẹ́dùmarè fún wa nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́.
Ọ̀rọ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ lètò kan àròtọ̀ tí ó máa dé sétí gbọ́yín níkànnì Melody 100.7 FM ní gbogbo ọjọ́bọ̀ Thursday bẹ̀rẹ̀ látàgò 2 ọ̀sán sáàgò 3 ọ̀sán. Níbẹ̀ lẹ́yìn tí máa gbọ́ gbogbo bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ láti ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ dépínlẹ̀ tó fi mọ́ gbogbo àwọn iléeṣẹ́ àti lájọ-lájọ tó jẹ mọ́ tìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. Ẹ sì tún láǹfààní láti máa pàdé àwọn tó dipò òṣèlú mú nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ Èyítáyọ̀ Olúṣọlá ni ó máa fi tayọ̀tayọ̀ túkọ̀ ètò náà ní gbogbo ọjọ́bọ̀ Thursday látàgò 2 ọ̀sán sáàgò 3 ọ̀sán ẹ jẹ́ a jọ gbọ́ o torí Ọ̀yọ́ ò ní pòkó àrà kó dàbí ti bàbá ẹnikẹ́ni.
Aṣíwájú ni wá. Aṣíwájú ni wá.
àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn òun náà lẹ̀ ń gbọ́ níkànnì Melody 100.7 FM Ìbàdàn. Àwọn kókó tó wà nínú ìròyìn tá a mú wá ní ọ̀sán tòní. Kò ní jù báyìí lọ lórí àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn fún tọ̀sán tòní kí n tó máa lọ ẹgbọ́ àwọn kókó tó wà nínú ìròyìn tá a mú wá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i. Àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ ti mú oṣù kẹwàá ọdún 2026 fún ìgbéléwọ̀n àwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà. Ìpínlẹ̀ Sokoto, Delta àti àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ tó kù léwájú nínú àtúnṣe ẹ̀ka ètò ìlera. Àjọ tó mójútó ìdàgbàsókè ètò ọrọ̀ ajé ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ rọ̀ àwọn olùfẹ̀hónúhàn lórí Circular Road pé kí wọ́n bá ìjọba sọ̀rọ̀. Àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn ò ní jù báyìí lọ fún tọ̀sán tòní láti ìkànnì Melody 100.7 FM Ìbàdàn. Kudrat Hakeem Apampa àti Bọ̀bọ́lá Ekunfẹ́mi ni wọ́n ṣe àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn ọ̀hún. Èyítáyọ̀ Olúṣọlá olólóòtú ìròyìn Ọlábísí Ọ̀làdìméjì ló mú ìròyìn ọ̀hún wá sí etí ìgbọ̀yín. Ẹ káàsán lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Ẹ ṣé tẹ́ ń gbọ́ ìkànnì Melody 100.7 FM Ìbàdàn.
ìrẹ̀fọ̀n ló lọ̀dàn ẹja ló ní bú Melody 100.7 FM Ìbàdàn ló lórin àtètò aládìídùn ẹ máa gbọ́.
Chai ó tún dé ó tún kò dé ó tún mú wá.